windy. Don't know if you'll be able to hear me, but this is where I am tonight, and I am collecting pebbles. These are the rocks I have chosen, and considering it's already pretty much dark, I've got no time to lose in getting stuck in and painting them with some gesso. Okay, this is the first time I've ever used gesso. I just had to open this thing and it was quite difficult, so let's see what it's like. It will need a couple of coats. I really underestimated this. Oh dear. I best get on that. I've been a fool. I have been painting rocks white so that I can then go on top of them with colour, and I failed to note that there is chert in the area, and chert has an outside which is white because it's born of chalk, so I can paint those. Before I do any painting, I'm going to see if Sharpies will stand out on the rock. Oh, difficult to do one-handed, but very clearly it does work. So I'm not going to swatch all of my colours on here because I have a lot of them, but let's just see if yellow will work. Yep, and that is the palest colour I have, so I'm going to be going home with some Sharpie rocks. Just before I find some chert to draw on, I'm going to try out these silver and gold pens and an acrylic paint marker. This one is from Flying Tiger, which, full disclosure, I worked for them when I bought it, but I have never used it. It was a Christmas job. I don't work for them anymore, so I don't owe them any favours. Let's see if these actually work. So I've shaken up the marker. You can see it's never been used because it doesn't have any paint on the nib. So let's have a look. Just pumped it once. That's pumped 5 times. Is anything coming down? Oh, I can just about see a tiny bit coming down. Just a tiny little bit, and it's actually fluorescent, so I'm kind of worried. That's another 5. Oh, there we go. You'll be able to see that now. There we go. Oh, there we go. It's starting to come out on the rock. There we go. God, that is fluorescent. Blimey. Not what I was expecting at all. You won't be able to see it with the way the light is, but that is fluorescent. At least I know it works. I have 4 other colours, and now for these. Considering it's a white rock, I don't expect the silver to really show that well. Oh, I am very much mistaken. It won't show too well on the camera, but it actually shows really well in person. I'll show you that when we're in a different light. Actually, maybe if I put it over here, you'll be able to see more. Yes, there you go. You can also see the fluorescence of the pink that I was talking about, but that is the way that I see it in real life. So there's that. And now the gold. Again, it doesn't really show up there, but in the shade, there it is, just there, it is really good. So even though I lugged all that gesso with me, I clearly won't be needing it. Okay, this is the honest review part. I have just used these markers that came out of this box that were by Flying Tiger, and you can see that I've swatched them there. honestly, Sharpies work better, and these, well, they might well be acrylic paint markers, but they're not the same as they're not even the same as the pink one. You don't shake them up and pump them out. They are markers already. Like, they're just like a felt tip. They might as well be a Sharpie. And Sharpie's colours, well, at least the blue is so much better. The yellow, okay, I'll give you the yellow, but the Sharpies get a finer tip on them too. I'm not convinced at how much I'm going to use these. I'm really disappointed in them. I had high hopes because I worked for these people, but no. Okay, I'm starting afresh in the dark, looking for chert. You can see a lot of this white stuff would be able to be drawn on, but I want something round, like a pebble. Right, I'm home. These are my gessoed rocks. These are the chert ones, and this is a special little guy that is not chert and not gessoed, but the same sort of colour. Now then, I was a bit daft because these weren't dry when I left Lyme Regis. I decided that wrapping them in a tissue would be the best thing to do to make sure I don't get paint everywhere. So this one, which was mostly dry when I left, doesn't really have much fluff, but both of these are covered in tissue. So gonna have to wash those before I can do anything with them. And as we discovered, Sharpie works great on these, so that is primarily what I'm going to be using. Now that I'm home, I can show you these properly. So there's nothing on the shaft of them, and okay, an acrylic marker, you can pump it, like, it goes down and stuff comes out, but these are just like regular felt tips. I don't even know if they are acrylic or not. I just have to assume they are. If you're looking for acrylic markers, there's nothing wrong with the ones that Tiger are selling individually. Nothing wrong with those. I just wouldn't get the multi-pack. It costs the same amount in the long run, and I don't know if they're acrylic. I'm just gonna stick with Sharpies, and if I want details in any of these colours, I'll use them because they have a slightly finer tip, but that's it. Right, let's get into this properly. definitely was something different, and it's something that I'm going to continue. I've got a few ideas as to where I'm going to go with this. I absolutely love my little ladybirds. They're so cute. I'm going to make more of these and I am going to sell them. I'm probably going to make more little monster rocks as well because I quite like this one, but I will get more acrylic markers before I do that, because I think that these actually are really good. Having said that I didn't like them and I didn't think they were acrylic, they are acrylic and I do like them. I actually kind of prefer it to this one. Now that's only because when you push the nib down, loads of paint just leaks over the top of the tip, whereas I want the paint to go into the tip to moisten it instead of running over it and onto the piece, because that means that I might as well just have regular acrylic paint that I've blobbed on and then spread it around. It's exactly the same thing. So I think that this could be improved on, but these are actually really good. Well, that is a ton of events. I hope you've enjoyed this week's midweek video. It was something a bit different, but that is something that I am probably going to be doing more so towards the spring and summer, is heading out with the videos. So if you enjoy my adventures, my arty adventures, then do give me a like so I know to do another one of these sooner rather than later, and I will actually do the art on the beach. So yeah, give me a thumbs up, boop the subscribe button, and I will be seeing you on Sunday.